So I just got a new PB and I want to voice over it again. I'm gonna keep doing these every time I break my PB. Hopefully sub 20 soon. That is the goal. I could have gotten sub 20 in this one. There's a lot of things throughout this run where I could have saved a lot of time. I'm gonna point those out, obviously, but I feel like there's three main reasons as to why it was not sub 20. I'll go over them. But here I spawned like on a beach. I was using my pie chart to look if there was like buried treasure or nearby, but I saw the desert temple. I thought nothing of it, and then I saw the village next to it, so I checked if it had a furnace in it, and it did. So that means there's a blacksmith, right? So I decided to instead of play for like a shipwreck or buried treasure, to play for blacksmith village, right? So I grab 7 hay bales for bread and check the blacksmith and get 4 iron and 3 gold and some armor. So next I want to find a tree to make, some tools, and go for this tree. Scared the poor cat away. And I mine. And here's like, I guess it's like a problem everyone has, but like, since I'm not super good at the game yet, one of the problems where I could have saved a lot of time is just crafting and inventory management. I spent way too long in my inventory and crafting items here. I didn't warm up before this run, so I was just like, I just like logged on to Minecraft and started doing speedruns instead of practicing first, which I should have practiced first before doing runs, but I figured I practiced a lot yesterday, and I don't really need to do it today, but I guess it's better to practice every day so you're not like, just frozen with your movement. No hesitation when you play after practicing, because you already know like what to do and you're used to all the movement and stuff. So anyway, I decided to make a gold axe just to get a little bit of wood, and luckily enough this gold axe lasted me just long enough to kill the iron golem, right? And it dropped I don't know how much was that, like 3 or 4 iron, and I'm making iron pickaxe with it. I already made a bucket with the other iron. Maybe I should have made the iron pickaxe first, since the golem is guaranteed to drop at least 3 iron. But whatever. Anyway, here I make a stone axe and shovel for gravel and flint. And I checked this house. I checked these houses for beds, right? I figured I might as well get some beds. I didn't need to grab the crafting table there, but it doesn't really matter. I just grabbed it in case I forget to pick up my crafting table later, because I'm a very forgetful person. Grab like 4 beds and then I leave. That means I don't need nearly as much string in the bastion later on. And I craft a door and a boat and head off into the ocean. And see, like, there's a lot of floating kelp over there. That can be like an indicator for like magma ravines. Either that or like underwater zombie monuments. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but like things that spawned a lot of drowned, right? But luckily it's a magma ravine. And here I'm like staying at the top to look for gravel. I see some, so I place my crafting table. I guess this was like not needed because the gravel instantly falls down. I have to go back for my door and mine the gravel. And luckily I got flint on the 3rd gravel. And I'm going to make the portal. For some reason I just completely forgot that I was supposed to break that block for a second, so that's why I hesitated. And here, ghost bucket. I hate it. I hate buckets that just glitch out, and that always happens with buckets in particular. I don't know why, but I wish it was fixed. because I know it's not just like a me problem, it's a problem everyone has to deal with. So anyway, I'm just making the nether portal. I don't really have many criticisms. Of course, I could have made the portal a little bit faster, but I don't really care. And yeah, so I'm in the nether at like 5 minutes. My goal to get into the nether is like try to get into the nether within 4 minutes, but like if I'm not in the nether within 4 minutes, but I can get within like the next minute or two, I won't reset, you know? So 5-minute entry is perfectly fine for me. Ideally I want to be in the bastion by like 6 or so minutes, right? I see on my pie chart there's a mob spawner, which means either fortress or treasure bastion, and then I checked the E counter and found a bastion in that direction, so I'm mining to it. And what I like to do is that I like to mine the gold nuggets in the wall. I don't have to do this, especially that I have like half iron, but I do it so I can make gold armor so I don't get attacked by piglins later on in the bastion. It's purely a preference thing, but at the same time I will admit this is a time loss that I didn't need to do anyway, because you will see later. But I found the bastion. It's a treasure bastion, and I do not have enough gold to make armor, and I see there's piglin there, there's skeleton shooting me, and here's like the first big time loss I make. It's just that I'm running around the bastion and I don't have enough blocks to get up to it. Well, I can have enough blocks to like bridge to it, right? But I want to get onto like where the upper part of the bastion is, right? And there I threw 1 gold at the piglin. It was so dumb. I threw it at the piglin because I wanted to like distract it while I mined the gold nuggets, but I still don't have enough to make even boots because I threw the 1 gold ingot out, right? So dumb. But yeah, anyway, what I could have done here is that I could have mined into the bastion here and just done the bottom treasure route. Although in practice I hate doing bottom treasure route because if I don't have gold armor, then I will have to deal with magma slimes and piglins at the same time, and I just fucking hate dealing with that. Even though I can do it, it's just not something I like to do, right? So I lose like a full minute or two just standing outside of the bastion doing nothing, because I don't want to do bottom manhunt, or not bottom manhunt, that's a different bastion, bottom treasure, right? So instead I grab fucking crimson wood and I start doing this on the side of the wall, wasting a bunch of wood, but it's fine as long as I'm like getting up to where I need to be, you know? Here I'm just like doing whatever the fuck you see I'm doing here. I can't explain it. And then I'm going up to this part. I go wrong side here, and then I realize I'm on the wrong side of where the gold is. So I go here, I mine into the wall to see if there's a chest, and there's no chest that spawned there, because gold armor would have been nice. But again, doing this route you don't need gold armor because you can simply craft it with the gold block you're about to break. And I'll do it in a second. But treasure, the reason why I want gold armor so much in treasure is because it is easily, at least in my experience, like the most dangerous bastion to try and loot. I don't think I've had trouble with any other bastion quite like treasure. Maybe stables. Stables I would say is just as like deadly for me as treasure, but still, like, it's a very complicated route. And I went up the wrong staircase here, so I go up the other one, break the block, throw some gold, because I think they're still aggroed at me, but they unaggroed because I took too long. Throw some gold in the hole. I don't know if the piglins can jump up that, so I put another block just in case, so I don't get attacked while mining gold blocks. Throw some gold in the hole, and then mine the rest of the gold. I don't think I picked up that one gold block. Yeah, clicked the wrong menu there, but it's still fine. I'm on like decent pace. And then another mistake here, I punched the piglin. Because I punched it, it will not be interested in gold. It will be only interested in the blood of me and my family. So I go to the other side to grab more gold blocks, and I block it off because I don't want that piglin to come around and attack me, because they will come around and attack you if they are angry. But I just go mine more gold. There's no gold here, and there's no gold here, so I go back with only 2. And then I throw the gold into the hole, and I realized there was some gold that didn't go into the hole, so I picked it up and I tried to throw it back in, but this piglin came back around. I didn't even see it, and it punched me in the hole. I tried to use the boat to get out, but I can't place it anywhere because there's no place big enough for me to place it. Right, so I have to place gravel, and then I get shot out of the hole at Mach 5. And then I go, I already have enough pearls that I need. I have enough string, I think. I need like one more trade for like 6 beds, but I have enough string for 5 beds, right? Or enough to make 1 bed, you know, and that would be my 5th bed because I already collected 4 at the village. So I don't need that much string. I can I don't know what I was about to say, but I throw that gold boot on the ground because I want them to get distracted while I loot the chest, but I'm low on hearts. I was like, you know what, I might as well fucking kill them instead. And then the lava bucket is glitched, or that piglin is just invincible because I put lava on it and it just walks straight through it. I have enough enough obsidian to leave the bastion right now. Right, I shouldn't stay any longer than I am. Right, so I had enough stuff to leave the bastion at 11:40. Stayed an extra, well, we'll see how extra I stayed. I stayed an extra, what is that, 27 seconds than I needed to. And then right here I'm checking my chords to lower my to go into like positive X, because I'm pretty far in negative X, right? I want to go to a different quadrant entirely. I'm in negative positive, so I think I'll go like pause first, and then maybe like positive negative, and just search every quadrant for a fortress. Since I rolled a treasure bastions have magma cube spawners in the bottom part, so you can't actually use your pie chart to look for mob spawners because it'll always point you towards the magma cube spawner, right, which is annoying. Here I see ruin portal. I checked the chest to see if there was like looting or something in it. Just like gold pants with thorns. I know you usually don't want to wear thorns because if you like hit a piglin and a piglin hits you, and you have thorns on, then you piss off all the piglins, right? And here I'm checking like through like my peripherals, I guess, like the edge of my perception, to see if I see any glimpse of a fortress in that direction. Because if I don't, then it means either the fortress is very far in that basalt biome, to where I can't see it, or there's no fortress at all. Alright, so I decide I'm not going to go into that basalt biome. I'm going to go into a different quadrant and check all the quadrants first before I go like past like the where they would spawn in the first quadrants, you know, which is around like 250, you know, within those coordinates. And here in a new quadrant, I see the fortress. The blaze spawner is in my face basically, and I just pearl to it. And I have a little bit of fire resistance left over, so I'm not going to splash a new one on me just yet. I'm 1 for 1 with blaze drops, 1 for 2, and instead of blaze bedding, which I could have, I know I didn't have that much string, and I want as many beds as possible for when I fight the dragon. I decided not to blaze bed here, even though it's probably the better decision to save more time. But luckily for me, a lot of blazes spawned. So now I'm 2 for 2, I think. I'm 3 or no. Yeah, 2 for 2, 3 for... No, not 2 for 2. 2 for 4, 3 for 5, 4 for 6, 5 for 7, I think, with blaze drops, 6 for 8, and then 7 for 9. I could have been 7 for 10, I don't know, maybe I missed one. But still, my fortress split was insanely quickly. Insanely quickly? Am I stupid? Insanely fast. Sorry, I barely graduated elementary, excuse that. Anyway, I'm out of the fortress at 15 minutes. My goal to leave the nether is around 12 minutes because I'm aiming for sub 20 and I want as much time as possible to like find the stronghold and beat the dragon. But leaving at 15 minutes is fine too. I just gotta hope for like a close stronghold. And here I'm doing triangulation. The first number was like negative 154.5, and then this one was negative 155.9. So like that's a 1.4 degree angle change. Just do 1000 divided by 1.4, and that's, or like 1.4 divided by 1000. I don't know which way around it is, but like I'm just trying to do the math in my head, and I think the stronghold is around 700 blocks away. You know, if the angle degree change was 2, then it would have been 500 blocks away. If it was 1, it would have been 1000 blocks away. But since it's 1.5, so we're in the middle, I guess it was like 700, maybe 750 blocks away, or closer than that. Because, you know, I can't exactly get like a perfect triangulation when I'm in the ocean. Here I see I don't have much wood, so I decided to cut down the tree so I can get wood so I can make beds. And I grab some wood, maybe too much wood, it doesn't matter here. The more the better. And I'm just going in the ocean, and I'm hoping this stronghold is ocean exposed. I think I'm like somewhat close. I was guessing that stronghold would pop up somewhere around 400 on my X coordinate, and I'm around 400 right now. So I think in the middle of the ocean I throw another Eye of Ender just any second now to see if it's under me, behind me, or still in front of me. And then I threw it, it's still in front of me. I didn't bother checking the angle because I know it's gonna be like in that birch forest that I see in front of me somewhere. It could have been like in the magma ravine that's like to my left right here, but I check it a little bit, I don't see anything other than magma, so I just ignore it. I'm guessing it's gonna be in the forest, and rather throw as few eyes as possible, right? So I'm just running along, and pretty soon I think I'll have to throw another eye to check where the stronghold is. I put my chunk borders up to see like where it would go, and then I see it goes straight down, right? Very lucky for me. And here I'm looking to see where the eye landed, because I can't see it, and I realize it broke, so I have to check for the 4-4 chunk, or like where 4-4 is, because that's where the starter staircase is, and start digging down there. I'm at like 4-5 where my chunk is, right? So I start digging down there, and then it's very quick enter for the stronghold, at least for my standards. I see the library there, and then I check over here to see if the portal room is exposed, and I spent too much time focused on a silverfish because I thought it might knock me off. And I check in my F5, to see if there's a portal room exposed. I didn't see any, so I decided to go a different direction. There's a library here. I didn't see anything in that ravine either, so I go through this door, and I hear silverfish, and the portal room is right there next to the silverfish spawner, right? So I make my eyes. I see there's like 1 or 2 eyes in there, so I don't need to use all my blaze powder. It was 2 eyes in there. And then I start purling towards the middle of the island to set up the bed explosion area. And then here, I'm like, I fumble a lot with my inventory because I want to craft beds here. I grab nether bricks and then I grab wood. I hear the dragon shoots at me, so I build up so I don't die to the purple shit. And then I try to grab the wood, but I grab everything in the universe except the wood, right? And then I set up my inventory. The dragon shoots at me again, so I just jump off. I thought about killing an enderman, but I already have like 20 ender pearls, so I don't need to. I throw out all my junk, and then I back up into all the junk I threw out. You know, like I'm not playing the best, but I'm not playing poorly either. And I see the dragon is perching right now, so I throw 2 pearls towards the middle. I went on the wrong side. When you're blowing up the dragon, you want to be on the side that it's spinning around on, if that makes sense. But I'm on the opposite side. But I still get the dragon with 5 beds anyway. Very good at bed explosions on my part, and I beat the game 21:16 real time, 20:56 in-game time, right? Brand new PB. My goal is sub 20. I feel like if I get a good seed and I play it well, I can get like a 16-minute time. I'm not gonna be aiming for that, but I'll definitely keep speedrunning. I enjoy it. I do it when I'm bored, and honestly, I've gotten a lot better over the last few weeks. And yeah.